Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you Ice Cream Man. It is a revision chapter for class 5. I have already taken an examination on it, and we are also going to revise Flying Together in this video also. Okay, so let's see what happens in Ice Cream Man. When summer's in the city and bricks blaze of heat, the ice cream man with his little cart goes trundling down the street. Beneath his round umbrella, oh, what a joyful sight to see him fill the cones with mounds of cooling brown and white. Vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, or chilly things to drink. From bottles full of frosty fizz, green, orange, white, and pink, his cart might be a flower bed of roses and sweet peas, the way the children cluster around as thick as honey bees. And it is written by Rachel Field. Okay, so I have already provided a worksheet on Ice Cream Man, and I will provide today another worksheet from Ice Cream Man. Please do it on time. And in this poem we have find some new words like buzzing, frosty peas. So what is the poem about? The poem is about an ice cream man who is with his cart, is selling ice cream, frosty frizzy drinks. The ice creams are of various flavors like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. Very much yummy flavors are there, and they are of different colors also: brown, pink, white, orange, many colors. Okay, so the ice cream man is selling some beautiful and tasty ice creams, chili things, and the children are clustered around, right? They are like, we see honeybees. Okay, honeybees live together like, they are so tiny, but they live together like a bunch of something, right? They live in a bunch. Just like that, the children are in a bunch, is around the ice cream cart of the ice cream man, and they are eating ice cream. And the ice cream man is very happy in selling by selling his ice cream, because the children are very happy. Children are eating his yummy ice creams. Okay, so ice cream is a famous dessert in summer season for us. You all like ice creams, right? Me too. I like ice cream very much. Okay, in this poem we have find some new words like blaze. Blaze means bright flame or fire. Trundling means moving on a small board of wheels. Mound means pile. Frosty fizz means chill drink making a hissing bubbling sound, and the chota bubbles are there in the chili drinks. When we eat thumbs up or when we eat some cold drinks, there are small bubble, and they make a sound when you pour thumbs up from a bottle to a glass. You find that there is a sound. Okay, so this sound is called frosty fizz. And cluster means gather around, group, or similar things. Cluster means like in a thick group, in a big group. Okay, so I have already discussed the question answer section of this ice cream man. So in which season ice cream is popular? Ice cream is popular in the summer season. Who feels joyful on seeing the ice cream man? The children, of course. Name the different flavors of ice cream the ice cream man is selling in his cart. Strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate are the flavors of the ice cream man is selling in his cart. What are two things that the ice cream man is selling? The ice cream man is selling ice cream and frosty fizz to drink. What is the ice cream cart compared in the poem? The ice cream cart is compared to a flower bed of roses and sweet peas. Okay, these are from Ice Cream Man. It is just a revision section of Ice Cream Man. Prepare it carefully in your home. Now let's come to the story Flying Together. You have already read the story Flying Together, right? It is a very wonderful story. I am reading the story once again. Please listen to me carefully. Flying Together. What are some of the things your parents and teachers tell you to do on time? Get up in the morning, do your homework, pack your school bag. So our elders advise us to do something on proper time, okay? So here we see a group of ducks or geese. Geese is another name of ducks, okay? A group of ducks who live in a tree in a deep forest. They did not listen to an older person, a bigger person, parent like person of them. So what happens next? Let's see what happens when you do not obey your parents and obey your elders. Okay, deep in a forest stood a very tall tree. Its leafy branches spread out like strong arms. This tree was a home of flock of wild geese. They felt safe there. One of the geese was wise old. He noticed a small creeper at the foot of the tree. He spoke to the other birds about it. "Do you see that creeper?" he said to them. "Let us destroy it." "Why must we destroy it?" asked the geese in surprise. "It is so small. What harm can it do?" "My friends," replied the wise old bird, "that little creeper will soon grow. As it creeps up this tree, it will become thick and strong." "What of that?" asked the geese. "What harm can a creeper do us?" "Don't you see?" replied the wise bird. "With the help of that creeper, it will be possible for someone to climb up to the trees. A hunter can come up and kill us all." So what is happening? There is in the long deep forest, there is a deep forest, there was a long tree in that forest and a flock of geese lived there. One of the geese was very wise and old, and he is giving the advice to the other geese that there is a small little creeper means supporting plant, supporting plant. There is a main plant, and with its support a small plant is growing. Those a small plant is called creeper. The wise old bird advises the geese to cut the creeper, to destroy the creeper, because it will be later on it will be a rope or a ladder for a hunter to climb up and destroy them and kill them. But the geese are so much in surprise. What a small creeper can do to us. So they are very much angry and they did not destroy. So let's see what happens next. "Well, there's no hurry," they replied. "The creeper is very small. It would be pity to destroy it now." So they did not destroy it. Later on, what happens? So there were this is where the wild geese live. He said to himself. Who said to himself? A hunter is there. Yes, now a hunter comes there. Okay, a hunter comes and he sees that there is a tall tree and this is the house of many geese. So I have many geese to hunt. So what he does? So there is the wild geese live. He said to himself, when they come back in the evening, I shall catch them. The hunter climbed up the tree with the help of the creeper. He got to the top and spread his net there. Then he climbed down and went away. So what he did with the help of the creeper. Now the creeper has grown up and the creeper is very much thick. He climbed up on the tree with the help of the creeper and spread his net there to catch the wild geese. In the evening, the geese returned home. They did not notice the net as they flew into the tree. They were trapped. They struggled hard to get out but could not. Help, help, cried the geese. We are caught in the hunter's net. Oh, what shall we do now? So what happens when the geese come? They are caught in the hunter's net, and so now they are caught, they are trapped, and what shall they do? They're crying for help. Don't make a fuss now, said the wise old bird. The wise old bird have already told them to cut the creeper, but they did not. So now he is shouting at them, don't make a fuss now. Long ago I told you to destroy the creeper, but you did not. Now see what has happened. Tomorrow morning the hunter will come back and kill you all. We were foolish, wept the birds. So the birds are crying and saying that we didn't listen to you, so we were foolish. Now what can we do? Please help us, please save our life. We are very sorry, we did not listen to you. Please tell us what to do. What we can do, please tell us. We did not listen to you, we are very sorry now. Then listen carefully, replied the wise bird. When the hunter comes, you must all pretend to be dead. Just lie still. The hunter will not harm dead birds. He will throw us on the ground. It will then be easy for him to climb down. Collect the birds and take them home. When the last of us has been thrown down, we must quickly get up and fly away. So he makes a plan that what shall we do? We shall lie down just as we are dead, and the hunter will not catch the dead birds. So what will he do? He will throw all the birds down from the tree, and then he will go to his home. So we will not die. In the morning, the hunter came to the tree and climbed up. He looked at the geese in the net. They are all dead, he muttered to himself. He threw them out of the net one by one. The birds lay still until the last one had been thrown down. Then all at once they got up, flapped their wings and flew away. The hunter was taken by surprise. From the top of the tree he watched all the geese fly away. So what is happening? The hunter came and saw that all the geese are dead. So what he did, as the wise bird told, he threw them out of the net, and when he threw them out of the net, he sees that the geese are flying away. So they were not dead. They played a trick on the hunter. Okay, so it is adopted from stories of Panchatantra, and the name of the story is Wise Old Bird. So this was Flying Together for you all. I will provide you the worksheet of it, and please read it carefully, do it carefully, be safe in your home. We will meet in the next video. Today's video is over here, and please study at home in this period, and we will meet in the next video very soon. Okay, till then, bye bye.